now we have something I bought right before this show because I am so sick and tired. I buy groceries every day. I've seen Kerry McNally at that grocery store. He knows how much I shop. And I'm so tired of turning the corner and hearing clink, clink, crash, crash, break, break. I got these, Kerry McNally.
Hey,
how are you? What are you doing though? This is like buy one, get one free.
Yeah.
We used to sell one for 25 bucks.
Yeah, we're a couple of Irish counties getting it done here live on a Saturday night. We're gonna have a lot of fun. This thing always screams out the door. Everybody always buys two of them. Why?
Yeah.
Because they're super thin, right?
Yep.
But when they open up, 18 inches of voluminous compartments.
Yeah.
But when you call now, you also get the additional cooler.
I love that cooler.
It's pretty cool.
Because honestly, for a lot of us out there, I love to go to Whole Foods and Fresh Market, but those grocery stores aren't close to my house.
Sure.
So, I mean, you always want to make sure that your poultry, your produce, your frozen items stay that way. This is genius because I got to tell you, I would use this, more than just in my trunk, though. I'm thinking I've got a lot of cleaning products in my garage.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking the stuff underneath my bathroom sink. This is just going to get you organized. And you know what I love most? That it collapses so I can move it from car to car if I want to.
Yeah, and it does have little compartments on the sides for you. So it goes down to less than an inch, opens up to 18 inches. And this is 500 denier strength. Wow. This is like camping grade stuff. It's gonna hold a ton of stuff. And take a look, and we'll give you the overhead shot. For you crafters out there, we've got everything you could possibly imagine. Need a sweater? I got it covered. I got it right here. Camping equipment. If you've got maybe a 9-year-old out there with a golden retriever or something like that, you got it. Are you a cereal shopper?
Oh, yeah.
Like I am?
Yep. I love my cereal. I had cereal last night.
Broken eggs? No yolk.
God.
That's no yolk. Seriously, I'm going to milk this bit all the way. It's Saturday night. So here's all of your important emergency stuff. If you're like me and you're fairly level-headed and you keep this stuff in the back of your car.
Good idea.
Absolutely. Windshield wiper fluid and your cleaning supplies. You've got your duster here. You've got all your chemicals. And take, again, a look at this cooler. Here we're looking at this is 12 16-ounce bottles of water, or you can get 20 12-ounce cans of your favorite beverage. And this is the big wow. This is why we've sold tens of thousands of these here at HSN. You guys, you ladies, you love these because you put the groceries in the car, the truck, or the SUV, and then you can take them to the campground or whatever. But while they're back there, it's almost like things are rolling around and someone's bowling back there. Are we listening to or watching a mob movie? What's happening in the trunk of our car? And that's what happens right there. And when you have broken eggs, true story. I bought a very expensive bottle of wine for a very important occasion, and I went over a speed bump. It went up into the air and landed on another bottle. And it broke. Not only was I out the $25 bottle of wine, it cost me $50 to have the trunk cleaned and dried.
Oh my God.
I was at $75. And that's why everybody absolutely loves these. It's great for the SUV, the car, the truck, but it's great for your linen closet, for your laundry room, for the garage, for your crafting area. And here it is. Again, we did. I built this kind of simulated trunk to show you this live because the reality is you make a right, and this is what happens.
Oh, yeah.
They go down. You make a left, and the rest of it goes down, and you have bruised fruit, and then you hit a speed bump, and now these are all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
There was a time in our lives, way back when they gave you a decent bag for your groceries, right? Now it's like, what are these things made of? This is the thinnest plastic on the planet. But these days, when you have a trunk organizer, you can take these bags, and here's the other tip that I like to give everybody. Take the trunk organizer and put it in your shopping cart. So when you're walking around the shopping store, when you're walking around the grocery store, you just put the stuff directly in to your trunk organizer. How smart is this? We're all using the NutriBullet now. We're all using fresh fruits and vegetables. We're all trying to eat healthier. But this way, everything goes right into this one container, and it's got lots of room to it.
Well, and that's just if you love to buy organic, or if you go to the farmers markets like I do. I mean, you spend a lot of money for that produce, and then what are you going to do if it's all bruised and damaged and banged up when you get it at home? We'll go through colors, but remember, this is pretty much a buy one, get one, because the cooler alone, normally $25. Then, of course, you're getting this wonderful thermal pack included with your purchase. So the trunk organizer, normally $25. The cooler is included, basically for free. So the purple, we have the red, khaki and black, they're only $200. Black, I think only 200, and then this great blue. And remember, it all collapses. You know, if there's a handyman in the household, maybe it's somebody who does, you know, mechanical work or repairs. This could be basically a traveling inventory, a traveling warehouse, a traveling shop for them. If they've got tools, if they've got drills, if they've got chemicals that they're working with. If you just want to make sure that your produce or your wine or your eggs, or maybe you're buying those cupcakes or that birthday cake. For me, I brought home hot dog buns because I was gonna make hot dogs.
Yeah.
They were literally like sandwich. You know, it was sandwich bread by the time I got home.
Now it's a panini.
Exactly. Now it's a panini. You know, now it's a little pita pocket. So you know what happens. And you know, the thing is, Carrie, we spend a lot of money for our groceries, for our produce, and you know, it's funny. Even as you simulate turns in a car, that's pretty delicate compared to how I drive
now.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen you drive.
I know
There's
you
usually
have.
blue lights behind you. Go, Shannon, go! But here, I mean, as much as I try, speed bumps, the whole thing.
Yeah.
The fruit is not going to get
I love
bruised. The
that.
vegetables are not going to get ruined. The wine isn't going to get broken. The beer isn't going to smash into a million pieces. And then you just pick it up and bring it into the house.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it. As I said before, take this and put it right in the shopping cart. And when you get to the cashier, they're going to go, wait, what happened? I mean,
that's smart.
You know, because the bags are ridiculously flimsy now.
Oh my God.
And as I said before, eggs, wine. I mean, groceries are a huge investment.
You bet they are.
And there are speed bumps. It seems like there are speed bumps everywhere
Absolutely.
now.
You know what? I'd love for you to see quantity left, because this is for this show and this show only. At this point, Carrie is not scheduled for another airing. We have basically 2,000, little over 2,000 remaining. But here's what's happening. Most of you, like me, are getting more than one. Now, remember, for all intents and purposes, it is like a twofer, because the trunk organizer itself is always $25. We've sold hundreds of thousands of them. You're getting this thermal insulated cooling pack for free that actually is substantial, whether you're doing produce or, you know, frozen goods.
I like the idea if you're stopping on the way home and you're saying to yourself, I can't go to the dry cleaners, I can't stop by and see somebody because I have the frozen yogurt is in the... You don't worry about it because you've got it in the cooler. Your frozen food is right in the cooler.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about it. Your yogurt or your ice cream melting or any of that stuff. And as I said, you know, this is a nightmare when these break. When your wine breaks, it just gets very sad.
It is, but you know how many soccer moms are out there?
Oh,
baseball season. I mean, you know, even if you get this as Valentine's Day, pack it for a portable picnic. Now, depending on the part of the nation that you live in, maybe you're doing it indoors. Maybe you're having your picnic in the great indoors.
You're gonna have a little picnic tomorrow. Maybe watching the big game.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, you get the idea. Maybe you put together the big bowl, you know, trunk organizer. You put the chicken wings in.
Absolutely.
Maybe a little libation here and there.
I like this for folks that spend an afternoon on the water fishing.
Yeah.
I mean, you pack out a great little cooler. You've got your favorite beverages. You've got some ice in there to keep those beverages cold. You have some sandwiches. You have some snacks, which is always good. And that way you can spend your day on the water and not having to worry about going back and forth.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned before, the most important thing about this, and it's so why it's one of the main reasons why I'm so proud to present it, is having started my career in the Marine Corps and broadcasting in the Marine Corps, it's a place for everything and everything in its place. And when we're unorganized, we're like, you know, stressed out. Yeah. And there's no reason to be stressed out. And it's also 500 denier. This is camping grade canvas. These things are super sturdy and will last for years.
I gotta say, they're attractive too. And the other thing is,
some cool colors.
I know we mentioned it earlier, but I'll just show you again. They collapse to such a small footprint. Yeah. I mean, if you're putting them in the boat, the van, the RV, I love to go fishing with my brothers and my dad, and honestly, you know, if you ask my nephew, the most important part of fishing is the snacks, is the lunch. I mean, he doesn't even care if he catches a fish as long as he's getting lunch.
I'm not out there to catch fish. I'm out there to hang out with my brother-in-law.
Well, exactly, you know, but it's nice because it keeps everything organized. Yeah. And there's always that drama when I load things into my trunk. It's just like, oh, I know something is going to be ruined or crushed.
It's also nerve-wracking.
It is.
How many times, and this is, we're all kind of guilty of this. Hopefully, you know, we're getting better at this. You know, we're not texting anymore. But there are a lot of people still texting out there. Have you noticed a lot of people stopping short in front of you? And you're slamming on the brakes a lot more than you used to? Yeah. And then you hear that stuff in the back. Now it's doubly nerve-wracking. Yeah. Because you're like, that person just stopped in front of me. And then what would happen back there? I bought really nice wine, I bought a bunch of beer, or I bought, you know, whatever you happen to buy, eggs, etc. fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, you know it's a nightmare when you get back there. So now you have to rebag everything to try and get it up the stairs. This is just such a smart solution that just pays for itself over and over by keeping things organized up here and down
I'm telling you, you guys will love it. It will be a lifesaver. It's certainly going to save you time, money, and aggravation. I mean, for sure.
That's why people get two.
Exactly. Lowest price in history, only airing, guys. Almost like a two for Carrie. Good to see you.
Always a pleasure,
Enjoy your
Shannon.
day tomorrow.
Likewise.
Thank you, my friend. All right, we are back with Origami, of course, Concierge Collection at 9, so stay with us.